Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. A dangerous return man showing it here. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game, as we take a peek at their versatile quarterback, the Hawaii native and former Oregon Duck, Marcus Mariota.
Coming out of Oregon as the Heisman Trophy winner, we thought that this guy was headed towards superstardom, and while he didn't quite reach those heights, he did have some flashes along the way. And right now, his athleticism continues to keep him in the league. Still has a good arm, mobile, a great guy to have in the locker room. He can win if given an opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Mariota. That's into the hands of his tight end Bates. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Mariota now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And a Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
To throw Mariota. Now he'll tuck this and run. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. They'll run here with a rookie. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's good.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Samuel going to go in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and run for it. Krosky Merritt. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Jake Moody now on for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's 3-0 Washington. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
26 yards.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Again, it's Williams. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Play action now, Prescott. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. A 3rd down gain of 19.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Prescott. He'll drop this off for Davis. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Williams again. And he's going to lose yardage again as he is stuffed behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. And the QB rating right now, sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's
mark.
the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Commanders 3.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd and 7. Throwing, Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mariota. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They go play action. Mariota under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mariota. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
That's to Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Samuel in motion. On first down, it's Krosky-Merritt. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
From the gun, Mariota. Now a run here off the RP. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Marcus Mariota. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are once again back in front.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score.
So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Gets around him. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Cowboys and Dak Prescott getting set to take over once more. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a first down. They begin the drive with Williams. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off the draw, here's Williams. Calling a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Prescott now. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football.
That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Prescott. Completes this one to Pickens. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Washington on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third down and 12. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the first down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Prescott going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Results in a fourth down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will knot us up at 10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. On play action, Mariota slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught at the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Big yardage that time for Washington. 47 yards.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
A run inside, Krosky Merritt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Cowboys 19-yard line.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Mariota. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's got his receiver, Lane, and he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Jalen Lane from 19 yards away. And Washington has taken the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point try now for Moody. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Prescott off play action. Finding Williams on the check down.
Our defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 8. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. Looking to throw. Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. To throw is Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. This one swung out to Williams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To the air again, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Prescott. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Prescott to throw it. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Aubrey now for the point after. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece.
That ties the game at
A 10-play drive that time. And it was Javonte Williams who capped it all off with a touchdown reception. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Commanders back out late in this first half. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break. Throwing, Mariota. To the sideline and incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
2nd and 10. Here's Mariota. That's Samuel, caught left side. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now Mariota. A throw left side, hauled in by Lane. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Mariota. Throw left side, complete. That's Lane. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To the air again, Mariota. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And the slot man goes in motion left. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Throwing, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
Prescott's pass complete to C.D. Lamb. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Third and 2. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Prescott stripped. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He finds his man, complete. That's Lane. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be fourth down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd down and 8. Now Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try and go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Noah Igbenogany that time up to make the play defensively.
At the 40-yard line.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On play action, Prescott. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Deron Payne able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I've played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams, because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot, if that's what they want to do.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that's going to tie things at 20. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Commanders' offense and Marcus Mariota getting set for this next drive. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Short throw here to the tight end Bates. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they go with Krosky Merritt. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, 42 yards. And Washington has taken the lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now Moody for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And a long run there in the end to top it off. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. There for the tackle, Jacob Martin.
2nd and 5.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First down.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down by
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now Prescott. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Jalen Holmes. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, that blitz had no problem finding its target, did it? Zone blitz. So the defensive linemen drop out instead of rushing the quarterback, and you replace them with linebackers or safeties. Throws off blocking assignments and throws off the reads of the quarterback, and that makes it difficult to complete a pass.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space.
and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's Javon Kinlaw busting through it. He sticks him behind the line.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he gets it down to the 32. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. That is caught. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talked about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football.
And he will take it in for a Cowboys score. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Up for a great finish, all tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Oh, look at the juke. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. He'll swing this out to Krosky-Merritt. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw is Mariota. He'll try and do this himself. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
Mariota now. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. Mariota to throw it. And that is incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 79 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Off the play fake, Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
To throw is Prescott. Left side to layup. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Another try, second and 10 now. Here's Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
A 45-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Mariota sets to lead this offense. Down by a field goal. A little under a minute 50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. He's got McLaurin. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here's second down and 3. To throw, Mariota. Short throw here to tight end Bates. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As they'll get it with still a minute 20 left to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here. Here's Mariota. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's second down. Mariota. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 36.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Now Mariota. Open man is Samuel, complete. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll come up now on second down. Mariota. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here's Mariota. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16.
Hey, you got your first down. Get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
A gain of 14. First down, Washington.
Now this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. First and 10. Mariota to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
So the first chance of this overtime will go to Washington as we are back underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Washington offense set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards, the final tally.
And the Washington first down. It's a gain of 23 yards.
So they come out throwing in the extra session and get a nice hook up right away.
Tells you a lot about what a coach feels about his team, doesn't it? That type of a play in overtime. So many people in this situation play not to lose instead of playing to win. That throw there tells you exactly what they're trying to get done.
Up the middle, Krosky Merritt. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 70 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Mariota. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Bates. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 23. Well, a good start for him under center here in overtime, now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
Here's Mariota. Oh, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. What a huge takeaway for this defense, the interception on the opening drive of overtime.
What an absolute disaster of a time for his first interception of the game, because throughout the game, he's made sure to keep the ball away from the other team. He's done a nice job of that. Here, the interception pops up, and now, on the other side of the field, all they're thinking, get 3, and we go home.
Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This being their second opportunity in overtime, third overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down up near the 40-yard line. Well, a little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is, if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If you make someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now Prescott. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. The busy night continues for Williams. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Prescott to throw it. This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much too.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.